At cruising altitude, survival is not possible. The air is too thin to breathe. The temperature can drop below -50 degrees, and a human body falling from that height reaches terminal velocity in seconds. There is no room for luck. Yet in 1972, one woman fell from the sky and survived. Her name was Vesna Vulović. She was 28 years old, a flight attendant for Yugoslav Airlines, working a routine commercial flight from Stockholm to Belgrade. She was not supposed to be on that flight. A scheduling mix-up placed her there by accident. On January 26th, the aircraft was cruising high above Czechoslovakia when an explosion ripped through the cargo hold. The blast was sudden and violent. The fuselage split apart. The cockpit separated from the body of the plane. The passenger cabin disintegrated. People were torn from their seats and ejected into open air. There was no mayday call, no emergency descent, no warning. The aircraft vanished from radar. Debris rained down across miles of frozen forest and mountains. When search teams arrived, they found wreckage everywhere. Luggage, seat cushions, pieces of metal twisted beyond recognition, and bodies. Rescuers expected only one outcome. They were wrong. Deep in the wreckage, they discovered Vesna. She was trapped inside a section of the aircraft's tail, pinned between a food cart and the curved metal of the fuselage. That section of the plane had broken away intact. Instead of falling straight down, it had spiraled. The tail struck a snow-covered mountainside, slid through thick trees, and gradually lost speed before coming to rest. The terrain absorbed part of the impact. When rescuers reached her, they assumed she was dead. But she was breathing. Barely. Her injuries were catastrophic. Her skull was fractured. Her spine was broken in multiple places. Her pelvis was shattered. Both legs were broken. She had internal bleeding and severe nerve damage. Doctors later said her blood pressure was so low it should have been fatal. They did not expect her to survive the night, yet she did. Vesna slipped into a coma that lasted several days. When she finally regained consciousness, the first thing she asked for was a cigarette. She had no memory of the explosion, no memory of the fall. Her last clear recollection was serving drinks to passengers. Recovery was slow and brutal. She spent months in hospitals, immobilized in body casts. Doctors warned she might never walk again, but Vesna was determined. With physical therapy and constant rehabilitation, she learned to stand, then to walk without assistance. Her survival stunned the medical community. Later, Guinness World Records officially recognized her as the person who survived the highest fall without a parachute, over 30,000 feet. But as incredible as the survival story was, questions began to surface. Investigators officially concluded the explosion was caused by a bomb placed in the cargo hold. Responsibility was linked to extremist groups active at the time. The case was closed, but years later, aviation experts and journalists began questioning the details. Some evidence suggested the aircraft may not have been at full cruising altitude when it exploded. Others pointed out inconsistencies in radar data. There were even rumors, never proven, that Cold War military activity